Hello, I'm CraftyAndy, and these are my thoughts.
Holy bejesus, Batman. Video games sure do suck these days, don't they? $70 and all that gets you is a basic shell of a game you then have to keep paying in order to keep getting content that used to be standard when the game came out before. Better buy that battle pass so you can get a 15% discount on the 5-hour XP booster.
Movies these days. Nothing but reboots, remakes, and adaptations. Let's not forget how everything is woke now.
Woke.
Movies never had strong female characters, gay people, or trans people. And then starting in 2016, all of a sudden they're in everything. Everything. I don't understand it. Why do all the movies and video games I play now hate straight white men? How mad can you really get about this shit though? Aside from the fact that the planet is on fire and religious Christo-fascists are on the rise. Now, of course, there are plenty of good movies and games every year if you actually make an effort to look for them. Not to say mainstream games can't be fun. My husband and our friends are having a blast playing Diablo 4 right now. I wouldn't know. I'm too busy making videos like this, taking care of puppers, chores, and working on art projects. Occasionally, I'll find time to play some Warhammer 40k Armageddon, but when there is more time, Squigs the Weasel is going to be finishing up Monster Hunter Stories 2 and Elden Ring before anything else. Cause that's the thing, right? There are more games you could possibly meaningfully play every year coming out from a lot of mainstream developers as well as indie developers. Not to mention, we're in the internet age. When I was growing up in the 90s, you were lucky to get 1 or 2 games a year, and they were still $50 at the time. Rental places never had everything, on top of it being a gamble if the game you got was going to be good.
Okay, so what's with this fucking bullshit?
Today, even with a subpar computer, you have access to emulation. Every SNES, Genesis, NES game, and beyond is at your fingertips. Hell, PlayStation 1, 2, 3, and 4. Xbox is a little iffy, but whatever. While you're all complaining and bitching about the Cult of Duty game that you begrudgingly bought despite declaring a boycott over it. Why did they declare a boycott recently again? They said trans people can play their game still or some shit? I don't fucking care. Anyways, while you're dealing with the manufacturing defects on your new consoles and bugs and a unfinished game, I'll likely decide whether I want to play Burnhouse Lane or next. With all these choices, I can only get so mad at something as shitty as Warhammer Darktide. Unless you are some media critic that has to keep up with all this mainstream shit, what is your excuse for sucking on Master Chief's rotted, over-milked cock? Still, after Halo Infinite, putting hours and hours into this game like some battered Stockholm Syndrome case. I'm just stunned there hasn't been a collective crash of these billionaire companies 5 years ago, being forced to sell off their IPs at a discount to various startup companies. What is this need to keep buying the same shoveled out shit year after year? Madden, FIFA,
EA Sports. Go fuck yourself.
Cult of Duty, Hacklow, and I just don't understand it. Just fucking wait a year and most of the new games and shit will be at a discount. If you want to support developers, look at the indie scene. Specifically, get indie gaming on YouTube is a good choice. Because I can tell you right now, major companies are not going to be interested in making something along the lines of Spec Ops The Line or Change, a homeless survival game. Quick critique of that game though, if it needed an option to play as a gay youth that has to make money prostituting themselves out to local Republicans. Let's put that aside. Even with my limited time and not being able to catch up with a lot of games and having a whole list of yet to be played ones, even I bought some games knowing it'll be a long time before I get to playing them, like Cuphead The Last Course, Procession to Calvary. But the last game we bought brand new when it came out and played it in full was Faith.
And annihilated if they were caught raping little boys. But the Catholic Church, no, still operational. We didn't have a FBI or CIA. Well, that was unfortunate.
Fuck Ubi shit and Blizzturd. Your choices are infinite, and I'm sure the big corpus behind these games know that. To the point they are going to probably try to lock down, if not destroy, as much of that as they can. Tying more and more stuff to servers and online-only services.
Seller intent? No. Games as a service are designed to have their functionality removed at a later undisclosed date, and the data is encrypted to prevent you from restoring it yourself. It doesn't get any more deliberate to remove your ownership than that.
Now, when it comes to movies and TV shows, already the same solution to the imaginary problem. Access, in one form or another, when it comes to every TV show and movie made within the last 100 years. You want to bring up and watch some tried and true kids show like Cowboy Bebop or Todd McFarlane's Spawn?
I want my ice cream.
Or maybe enjoy some adult entertainment like Pee-wee's Playhouse or Bluey.
Poor Daddy Robot.
Then go right ahead. If you insist on physical media, well, there are plenty of cheap options out there for you in the form of Blu-ray. If a up-and-coming movie looks like shit to you, don't go see it. If you truly think there are no good movies out there right now, then you're not looking hard enough, and you're lazy, and you need to stop it. You're a fucking idiot. Stop it. Check this out. Last year, Canada and the US alone had 429 movies that came out in the year of 2022. If we go by the metric of 80% of everything sucks, that still leaves you with 89 movies within 1 year. There is going to be something within that number that tickles your prostate or slaps them titties. I guarantee it. This year so far I saw Nimona, that was amazing. Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, stellar. And when I wasn't feeling like anything new, I just caught up on some movies that I missed out on. UHF. Forbidden Zone. And then Multiple Maniacs.
I am divine.
Up yours, woke moralists. We'll see who cancels who.
By all means, critiquing media is fine, but the idea there is some culture war behind every executive decision and wringing your hands because something wasn't tailored specifically for your taste and acting like, oh, all movies suck these days. Everything was so much better in the 90s and 80s. Yeah, I'm not nostalgic at all. I'm not plagued by nostalgia brain rot. No. The motive of major studios is to make money. That's it. And guess what? The movies you are surface level bitching about, which I haven't seen by the way, Little Mermaid, Barbie, Oppenheimer, Spider-Verse, all made money, and aside from Mermaid, were all well received. I just find it amusing that there are all these supposed media commentators out there like Necrotic, Quivering, Robot Face, Anal Fisher. They'll bitch and moan over articles no one is paying any mind to, really. Movies they have no interest in, and never bother recommending anything else as an alternative. Never bringing up these producers and directors who are struggling to find funding for their own little indie projects. They rather just bitch about the hyped up, marketed, mainstream shit. Unless you are a media critic, yet again, required to actively stay within the latest pictures and trends, there comes a point in your life you need to ask yourself, after watching past the first 10 seconds of Velma, why are you doing this to yourself? Because now we have Velma Season 2, dumb fuck. You care about good movies and want some guidance? There is the cinema cartography, and your movie sucks. There you go, have fun. These are just my thoughts though. Comment me ideas, subscribe, Patreon for early videos and art, prints for sale at the store, streaming progress of projects at the CraftyAndy channel, Pause Off channel for gaming highlights, Weird Zors for other stuff. Squigs Weasel is live gaming on Kick under Squigs Weasel. Subscribe, like, you heard what I said, now see it done.